But when I say older, it could be somebody in their 30s, could be somebody in their 40s. That's not an old person. They're just older than you.
Yeah.
Family, love, and the ties we choose to keep or cut. This week, Anthony is joined by returning guest Kenzie and new voice, Shee, to unpack what family really means when Gen Z is rewriting the rules.
As long as he comes from work,
Yeah.
he feels like he's at home.
Yeah.
The peace there, you talk, he has kids,
Yeah.
he's just happy, he's comfortable, he's free with his wife. I think that's all. The only thing men need.
They dive into chosen families, generational wounds, and the fine line between loyalty and self-preservation.
What advice can you give her and you, Kenzie, what advice can you give?
Oh, wow. And we'll
For-
never
for the
listen to each
future.
other. We will
So,
never listen to
tell
each
me,
other. Okay. Tell me.
It's not just about you, it's
Yeah.
about also the people.
Yeah, the
General.
viewers out there.
Yeah.
Because sometimes healing means holding on, and sometimes it means walking away. This is Breaking Boundaries.
Hello. Welcome to this new episode. Today we have two very special guests with very interesting opinions. So we have Kenzie, the boss lady,
Of course.
very modern, very intelligent woman. And we
True.
have Shee.
Yeah.
How will you describe yourself? Because I've never had an episode with you. So I know, but you, I know less. So tell me, how will you describe yourself?
I'm a very polite girl.
Mm-hmm.
No, unlike her.
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
a very opposite person.
Okay.
Compared to her.
So you're a good person.
Yeah, I'm a good
What are you trying to say?
Yeah,
Huh?
I'm a good person.
Okay. They are both good in their own way. So the question I have for you, now that I have two men. So the question I have is, what do you think is the most important aspiration that a woman should be looking forward to? Like, what is the highest purpose a woman can have in her life?
Oh, like your high point in life, my
Yeah.
goals, my dreams.
Not you, like
Me.
in general.
In
what
general.
do you feel like?
And a woman.
Oh, for me,
Yeah.
I think their careers
Mhm.
to begin with,
Yeah.
their career
Okay.
choices. Before you think of anything else, you
Okay.
fulfill your what I call your bucket list of life. So if
Yeah.
you had career goals, if you had school goals, if you had all these goals, if you wanted to travel, let's say if you don't want to go to school, wanted to travel, do
Yeah.
those before you start thinking about, oh, who am I going to marry? Where will I settle? Before you think about all that,
Yeah.
you focus about you. That is the main focus that I always think about. I
Okay.
tell even my friends that think about yourself first.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Okay. Same as her, your career first.
Mhm.
Then I think education.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you start thinking about marriage. Yeah. Mhm.
So that means if you have to, let's say you are focusing on your career, right?
Mhm.
Then you get married and you're starting a family.
Yeah.
Now, if you have to give the priority, which is more important?
Oh, for the two?
Yeah.
But of course, your family.
Okay.
Your family becomes important, especially if it's a family with kids.
Mhm, yeah.
It
Yeah.
becomes important. But if it's a family where you're just saying it's me, my husband, let's say a dog or a cat,
Yeah.
and you manage to have a supportive husband, your career can come first.
Later.
Yeah, no, your career can come first. If you have a supportive husband, he will understand that, oh, yes, I married a successful, well-driven lady. And
Mhm.
what we call our family, we don't have like support systems for kids and all that.
Yeah.
So if kids are a subtract factor and you have just your husband, your career, of course. But if kids are a factor, family will always come first.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Shee?
But I don't think marriage can limit your career. You can be married and still pursue your career. So
Really?
yeah.
If you want to have, like, it depends. What do you mean by career?
Mhm.
Because there are certain jobs that are more demanding than others.
Especially time-consuming jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can manage both.
You
I
can
think you
manage
can
both.
manage both. Yeah,
Okay.
because you can't say that because I have a demanding job, now I can't get married because my job is limiting me. I just focus at my work.
So what happens if whoever is your husband
Mhm.
is not comfortable with the fact that your job is very demanding? Which are you going to prioritize?
I think marriage.
For you, you think that?
Yeah, I think marriage.
Oh, for me, I think it's different. I get why we are contradicting with Shee over there. Because you remember when I first said that for ladies, I prefer you focus on your career.
Yeah.
Let's take me, for example. Let's say I had a career goal. Let's say I wanted to have my own organization. I want to do A, B, C, D.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I become the boss of me, right?
Yeah.
So you find in a situation like that, in terms of demanding, mine is way different from somebody who is hired.
Yeah.
From somebody who is hired, you can't go and tell your boss, oh, now I can't be coming into work Mondays through Fridays. I just have to come on Monday because I have a family. Your boss will never understand that.
Yeah, of course.
But if you're self-employed, that's why I always focus on that. If I'm self-employed, if I'm the boss of my life, I'm like, ooh, now if I have a family, at least my company can run with me in the sidelines. At least I can spend time with my kids.
Yeah.
If they are grown, let's say to kindergarten, then now I go back as the face of the company. But I have to enjoy, I have to enjoy my life with my kids during that moment. I want that.
But what if your company is even more, you actually owning a business can be even more consuming than having a job.
Yeah, true.
So what if your business is even more demanding than if you had a job? How you?
Oh yeah, I hope my husband and I are part of the same team. That's what I hope. I hope we are part of the same team, because if he can take over what I was doing and I can, let's say, work from home, what we do these days, I'm comfortable with taking focus with my family.
So that means, okay, when you say you hope your husband will be part of the team, what do you mean? Work with you?
Yeah, like let's say we own the company together in a sense like that, or we're in the same field, or maybe he was maybe a silent partner or something. So he can step in and then be like, oh yeah, because my wife is taking charge at home, let me help her. And then when she's ready, she can go back to her position and then I can go back to where I was. That I'm fully on board with. But let's say if I was just the boss, we are having in different organizations, which I find hard for me to marry somebody who we don't align career-wise. I find it so hard.
What do you mean by... Because I feel like it's good that you bring that up, because I feel like if you have a man that have the same mindset as you, he's not going to be looking for marriage.
Who said so? That's
because you said that you should prioritize yourself, what you want, your bucket list, whatever is going to make you happy, right? So usually men who choose that path marry very late in life. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So that means you want to meet your man very later in your life?
No, we can meet and then we can you these days, family is people you choose, right? You don't even have to have like a big, enormous wedding. You do the whole traditional wedding. You have the traditional kids. We can just be us. And then we say, oh, right now, yes, we are in our 30s, we're in our 20s, and then we're not looking for kids at the moment. We can have kids later. And then we're like, oh yeah, let's build our careers together. I'm like, yes, let's do this together. We are
but
super
if
couple.
He's ready to settle, he wants kids and all that.
Oh
so that means your husband is going to be probably like 35 upwards.
Yeah, older than me, obviously. I prefer that.
Way older than you.
Yeah, way older than me.
Way
I don't
older
want.
than you.
Yeah, I don't want. Not like way. When when Tony is saying that, he's putting
Sugar.
emphasis.
He's doing sugar daddy vibes.
Not that. Let's say, for example, if I'm 24 right now, you go for somebody already in the 30s. You see, not somebody younger than you, or just older, like by a year or I want. At least they have that experience. At least they ticked off a few of their goals, and at least they're serious with their lives. Because there are some people out here, Anthony, some people we have met out here, you're in your 30s, but you still behave like an 18-year-old. So
yeah, because they want to focus on themselves and enjoy life.
But there are younger men who think like older people.
Exactly. But still, the age factor.
But what do you mean by thinking like older people?
I don't know. How do we explain this? You see, you meet a guy who is clearly young, but has the mentality of somebody way, way older. They think like...
What is in his mentality? That
you'll find that, let's say, for example, let's take a friend group. These classes are people, right?
Yeah.
You find that the middle person is the more driven person. You'll find even if they're 18, they're the type of people who don't want to go out, who don't want to do this. You'll find that the type of people say, oh no, I had plans and I won't work around it because the rest of my friend group, they're the type of people who just want to go out, because that's the thing these days. The younger group, they want to be outside. They want to be at clubs. They want to do just reckless things. They don't, when you tell them about careers, they're like, that will come.
So it's just responsible and mature.
You'll find they're responsible, they're mature, they can figure out things on their own. They know how to ask for help when they need it. So you find people like this, yes, they're fun to hang out with, but the mentality still about them being younger than me throws me off. Nothing, no shade to them, but just the fact that I'm older than them even by a year, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. So if you're 25 and you like her,
don't.
You don't have a chance.
Stay away from me. Stay away from me. 28, I'll forgive.
28, you forgive.
I'll forgive. I'll say at least you're smelling the 30s. You can see it in your future. But 25, I
think age is just a number. If you're mature, you're responsible, you know what you want, we're good to go.
So even if the person is younger than you?
I don't care.
What if they're 18?
No, 18 no.
No, but you see, but that you're taking an extreme.
No, because you'll find some
18
people.
is like, hey, I think he's a kid.
Like those trust fund kids. You'll find somebody's 18, but they're thinking like they're older dad. Huh? Their dad was 50.
18.
You see? Yes, that's what you can say. Exactly. That's why I don't agree with the whole thing that age is just a number.
Okay.
Especially when they're younger.
Let's say you are more flexible with age than her. Is that fair to say that?
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm flexible if it's going up. not going down.
Me, I'm balanced.
You're balanced.
Yeah, I'm balanced.
So how do you see the dynamic in like the kind of relationship you feel like will make you happy as a woman? Which kind of dynamic would you like? By dynamic, I mean, would you like something like partnership, 50-50? Or will you like something where the man is the leader and is the one guiding you? And
I think she should say this because I think I already said this a couple of episodes before. So
okay, for me, I know the man is the head of the family. He's the head of the house.
Yeah.
He should provide.
Yeah.
But I think I can help where I can.
Yeah.
If he is comfortable, if I help.
Okay.
I can't help where you feel like I'm paying the rent and you're like, no. My wife is doing too much. No. If you're comfortable with it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 50-50, no.
50-50, no.
I already said this.
No.
I'll give you the respect. But
so he has to, even if he's younger than you, he needs to be richer than you.
That's why you need to be mature, man.
Mature
you need to be mature and responsible at the same time. Yeah.
But what do you mean by mature? You can be mature and don't have money. It's possible.
No, you can.
The way you think.
Yeah.
Tells a lot.
Mature wise, it's like let's say situations where we normally say yes, life has hardships, right?
Yeah.
You'll find some people, especially in our age groups, you'll find that the type of people where, let's say for example, I was studying, I've graduated, I haven't gotten a job in 5 years. They give up. Now they're the ones in the streets and then they're complaining, oh, there's no job, so they won't try and move with the curve and start something else.
Yeah, but that's not mature.
You'll find somebody else, they're out here and then they're like, oh, I won't even go out there and venture into something new because I'm too scared something will go wrong. I'm too scared nobody will help me out. Now I'm like, nuh-uh. Why? Just take the chance, because there are some people out here, they're like, ooh, I've been here. You remember those times when the older generation tell us, back in our days. Back in our days. Yeah, I want a guy who can sit down and say, I did this because somebody told me back in their day. I learned from it. Somebody even at least can learn from somebody else's mistake before they do it on their own. That's what we consider as maturity.
Yeah, the perks of having an old man. Yeah.
Wow. Not old. Old, there's old and then there's older. Those are two different things.
So you want old?
Not older. No, I want older. No. Who taught this man how to say mubabas? I'm blaming the comments. I'm blaming the comments and everybody. There's old and then there's older.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you say old, I'm picturing some grey man with a walking stick, just going frail, about to die with the next cough. That's exactly. That's what when I say old, or somebody in the hospice just seeing their last. But when I say older, it could be somebody in their 30s, could be something put in their 40s. That's not an old person. They're just older than you.
Yeah. Okay, and you said that you for you the man is the lead of the house. So that means you see yourself as a submissive woman.
Yeah. As a wife, you should submit to your husband.
So you think as a wife you should submit to your husband?
Is that it?
So for you as a wife, you should submit to your husband. Yeah. Why?
A man can't submit to a woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's made for a woman to submit to the husband.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you don't think there can be a partnership?
No.
You don't.
The man is the head of the house. You need a
hierarchy.
There must be a head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think?
Why is he even
I
asking
can feel
me
your
again?
blood boiling.
My blood is boiling. Everything. My temperature is at like 90 degrees Celsius. But I've said this once. I've said it twice on this show. And I'll say it yet again for the socials.
Did she?
Huh?
No. I won't learn from you.
She refused.
I won't learn from
She
you.
absolutely refused. I told her, I've been telling her for months. I think even since we met, I'm like, nah, I don't think I can be the type of, we normally call them cottage core. Let me teach you something new.
Yeah.
Cottage core type of girls where they're submissive, they're all sweet, they will do what their husband tells them. They're the last person you'll expect to question the decision of their husband. I'm not that type of person. I'm way too outspoken to be that type of person. I'm way too independent to be that type of person. And I just need to be heard.
Okay, you said that you're way too independent. So you see yourself as an independent woman.
Exactly.
Okay. Usually in life, I'll take an example, right?
Yeah.
So if you see you're walking, you see someone, I don't know, maybe carrying a big bag. If the person is very strong, if the person is an old woman, she looks like she's very tired and she looks like she's struggling.
Yeah.
You're going to, so you see that old woman, right? So you either see that old woman or you see another man carrying the same load, but very strong, very comfortable, and he's walking with the bag, no problem. So which person will you feel like you need to help more?
The older, frail one who's
frail
clearly
one.
struggling.
And which one is more independent if you have to compare the two?
When I compare to the two, still the same woman. Because why is she carrying these things?
No, I'm saying which one, if you look at the man, with the back, but he's very strong and everything, and you see the frail woman, right? I'm not saying that women are independent. I'm saying in that situation, who looks more independent, who looks like
for me, I see the woman.
It's the man.
Do you know what independent means? It means not needing.
Yeah, you don't need help. You
Exactly.
don't need,
but do you know you can still be independent mentally and emotionally? Clearly, I know I do not.
But you're struggling.
No, yeah, you're struggling. Everybody can see you're struggling, but I'm like, I can do this. I can clearly do this.
So why are you helping her if she's independent?
No, because I'm the one on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Because I'm not seeing whatever is inside of her unless she says it. I'm seeing whatever is outside. Let's say it's the same with men. That's why I was saying that I need a guy who can ask for help when he clearly needs help. Because you'll find some people just keep it inside. They just bottle it up. You're struggling. Anthony stays struggling, clearly struggling emotionally, psychologically, mentally, but will never ask for help. Why? Because the whole mentality of, oh, I'm a man, I can do this on my own. But if I see from your outside that you clearly need my help, I will try to help. I won't even think about the whole concept of, oh, she can do it on her own. Oh, she's struggling. No, I'll just be like, this person needs my help. It's the type of person I'm like, I need help.
Who needs more help between the two?
The lady, because you're seeing her clearly she's struggling, but why is she carrying them in the first place? Because she thought she could do it.
Okay, so but when you say that you're an independent woman, that means you don't need help.
No, you mentioned this before when we had Raul over here. You guys, they said that I'm delusional, I'm extra delusional.
Maybe I changed my mind.
When did
Maybe I'm here for redemption, guys.
Impossible. With him, impossible.
What do you mean?
For 2 episodes, you came here and told me that I am delusional for almost 4 hours. Guys, go and listen to those episodes. But when I say...
I'm innocent.
Could never be him.
What are you talking about?
Could never be him, clearly. You see, we'll clip him. But when I say I'm independent, you'll find there are times where when I tell somebody, yes, I'm an independent person, even people around me, you'll find they'll tell, yeah, Phyllis can do it. Phyllis will do this on her own. Phyllis will figure it out. Because I've been labeled this whole thing where, since I was a kid, do it all, Kenzie. When you tell Kenzie, she'll absolutely do it. Without thinking twice, even if she's struggling, it will kill her in the end. She'll still do it. So when I say I'm independent, I always strive to do something, fail at it before I ask for help. And I won't ask for help before I try it once, twice, thrice, and clearly see that I cannot do it. I'm not the type of person who'll just sit down and be like, oh no, this task is too hard. So who will save me? Nah, I'm not the damsel in distress kind of person.
Yeah, you're saying who will save me. So you are not the kind of person who is looking for someone to save you.
Yeah, I'm not the damsel in distress. I'm more the independent version.
Ah.
Yeah.
So why do you need someone who is older and mature and more advanced?
To walk with me now.
To work with you.
Yeah. For those moments when I clearly need somebody.
So sometimes you need saving.
Of course. You can't
So
do it all. Even if
independent.
you're independent, there are things that you'll get stumped, right? You can't say that as a company, you'll just start it on your own. You won't just say that for a family, you can run a family on your own, even if you can. There are moments when you'll get stuck. That's why the whole thing came about raising kids takes a village, right? You'll find that there's something you clearly won't do and you need somebody to move you from point A to point B. That's why we get partners, right?
Okay.
That's where you find some people, even if the love died, they're still together. Because you'll find they're like, oh, I can't leave this person because this is clearly my support system. Could be emotionally support system. Could be mental support system. Could be financial support system. Clearly the love is gone. You came together for some different reason, but along the lines, you're like, I don't want to lose this person because they're important to me in this and this way. That is why they fit into my life. It's like a puzzle piece. Yeah.
Okay. So the question I have is, okay, you explained to us why you cannot be submissive as a woman, right? And why do you think you should be submissive? What do you gain by being submissive?
I think I believe in traditional ways. Yeah. The way women used to, I think, respect their husbands.
Yeah.
Whatever your man says goes.
Yeah.
But you have a say in it too. Kenzie puts it as if your man says no, it's a no, but you can show him there's some sense in yes, so he can change his mind. So I think I just see families going in too well they are two. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
I can make a decision and my man can make a decision. And if we sit down and talk, maybe I'm right, maybe he's wrong.
Yeah.
But if I decide to be independent, I'll just use my yes and his no will remain no, but it's like we're not together. He's going on his own ways. I will go in my own way.
Yeah.
And that's not a family. That's not a marriage. We need to be one.
That's a mess.
Yeah, we need to be one. We need to think together, make a decision together.
But you do realize you're clearly saying whatever I said in the beginning.
No,
the whole
she's
50-50.
not.
No. If you're making, for me, that is,
Okay.
if I'm saying 50-50, if we are making decisions, meaning there's a whole listen and talk and listen type of moment, right? Where we can normally sit down, make decisions.
That's
right?
not what she's saying.
Nah.
She's saying she can give her opinion.
Yeah.
She can give her opinion, but he has the last word.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying, right? So you give your contribution, but it's not like a debate.
So you mean for me to exercise my right of speech in the household, let me just put it as such, because there's no better way of sugarcoating it. It means that I have to let him speak his piece, just have me throw a little bit of comment,
that's
and
not
then
what she said.
have him make the final decision.
No. If he says something, you just ask him, what if we do this way? What if we try this other way? It might work, but you're not arguing.
But you do realize most people, when most people think about a wife being submissive, they throw out that whole concept. For them, when they think about wives,
don't throw out that concept.
No, I'm not saying you. Tony, it could never be you.
No, I'm serious.
Could never
for
be
two
you.
people, by the way, to be together and decide to marry and we are starting a family, us two, we are one. You shouldn't be making the decision. We are making the decision.
Yeah, that's why I said for me, I need somebody who can fit in my life as a puzzle piece. Same way I fit in his life like a puzzle piece. You're not just like the odd one out, It's like if we are there together, it's like we are one mind. That's what I always hope for. We are one mind. We are one soul. We are one person. Where if, let's say it's Anthony who came in with a proposition and he's like, oh, yay, we need a brand new house. At least he can allow me to speak my mind and tell him why buying a house right now is wrong. Why we don't need such a house that he's listing, right? Why we need something else instead at the moment. But you'll find for some people, when they think about having a submissive wife, they expect the wife to just go with the flow. Like if, let's say, Tony has said we need a house, it's like, oh, okay. And when are we getting it? And then that's it. Because I've met, when I normally give these comments, I've met people who are like that. When they say that they want a submissive wife, that's what they have etched in their brain. That a submissive wife will just go with the flow, do whatever I want, just be there at my beck and call.
Okay, okay. I feel like you are taking two extremes because
it's not extremes. It's literally what I have been seeing from even different conversations. That's what people are placing forward to me.
Because I've also seen people who want submissive wives, but they don't mean that when they say that.
Yeah,
myself included.
You've said it.
You're having the wrong meaning of submissive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Me, I don't see it as such. May I just want somebody who can clearly take my ideas into consideration and take them seriously. You know?
Of course, yeah.
I want somebody who can trust in my decision making as well. When I say I did this because of this and this, he won't contradict me yet again. And yet it is something that's beneficial. You just contradict me because you want to contradict and you're the man of the house. I want somebody who can clearly make decisions and I won't be worried about whatever he's making the decisions
about. And that's
about.
where you're sitting down, coming together, talk, make a decision
If I don't have somebody who does this and only decides that my word is my, when I say mine, I mean him in this case, that, well, let's say he says, yes, you have said this, but I have the final say.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
That's what she's saying.
Because if you have the final say, that means I did nothing.
No, that's not true.
Because how do you have a final say? I want the final say to be us. We came to the conclusion together.
I think he's no longer the leader.
No, we are together. We are 50-50. We are together.
Okay, so he's not the leader.
We are synchronized. We are one being.
50-50.
We are one being. There is no...
Okay, I understand.
There is no
so that's
hierarchy.
The difference between your point of views. There's no hierarchy.
There's no hierarchy. Yes, for her, we are in the same path and then we branch. There's the 50-50 and then there's this other part. We start off nicely together and then she goes to this side and then I go to this side with it. Because I don't see the hierarchy. I want the person who is one mind, one soul, one being. We are together. If we have made a decision, we have to come together. We have to draw. I'm a very good person when it comes to debating. I want somebody who can challenge me, by the way. We'd rather have a whole entire debate. I strive for that. My kids, I'll teach them how to debate. We'll have a council in the house. Speak your piece.
Okay, I understand.
Tell me what you want,
Okay.
And then we can argue it out. If it's not, and when I say argue it out, I don't mean like we are throwing plates, we're doing, organized arguing. Yeah, we are discussing,
Yeah.
Like grown-ups. We're not throwing plates, hitting each other, all that. Yeah.
Okay, I understand. So basically, because you said that you want a man that is older than you, more mature than you, more advanced than you. So is it fair to say that the man that you want is going to be more competent than you?
Of course, he has to be. I have dealt with incompetent individuals for most of my life.
So if you want someone, who is competent, right? Is it really fair for him to accept to have the 50-50 when he's, because if you have to look in competence, because decisions are made according to competence, right? So if he's 70% more competent than you, is it really fair for him to accept to have 50-50?
Yes, I don't want somebody, this is a good example.
So you want a competent person that is going to accept.
Exactly. Because I've had some people where, let's say, for example, you're in a relationship with an older guy, you find this older guy now babyfying you. Now they put you in a level where it's like, oh, you are like a teenager, you're like a kid, you do not know what to say.
What if you're actually like a kid compared to the person?
Oh,
in fact, you should be a kid.
Exactly,
your husband.
No, now that's them. I don't want you to come and tell me, oh, baby, I'll hit you so hard.
But you want to
with the hottest frying pan.
But you want him to pay for your hobbies. That's what you do for your kids.
Yes, but do you think I'll go and babyfy myself? No, I'll go and tell him.
You don't want to be treated like a baby girl.
No, I want empress treatment, supreme overlord treatment, the same way you'll take to an empire gifts. That is what I expect. Do not take me, bring me gifts like I'm a baby in the NICU. No, I'm not a newborn kid. I'm not in the NICU. This is not a baby shower. Nuh-uh. I'm not a 12-year-old. You're not going to a 12-year-old kid's party. The same way. Do you know how Emirati men respect their wives when it comes to gifts? Or a Russian man when presenting his wives with gifts? That is the same concept I expect.
I love the fact that you said wives. So you want
do not.
Say that.
No, I said wives because that is what they do, but I come second to none. I come second to none, and they shall not share what I have found.
So basically, okay. So now that I understand what you guys want, I will start with Shee. What do you feel like you give to him that is going to be worth, like, because you said that you want someone who is more competent than you and more skilled, more financially stable and everything, right? So the fact that you're looking for someone who is better than you or more competent than you means that he's probably going to be adding more to your life than you.
I'm adding more.
Yeah, right? So how are you going to compensate that? What are you going to give it to him to make sure that at least you add value to his life?
I think the only thing men need is peace in his home, family, children.
Yeah.
As long as he comes from work.
Yeah.
He feels like he's at home.
Yeah.
The peace there. You talk, he has kids.
Yeah.
He's just happy, he's comfortable, he's free with his wife. I think that's all. The only thing men need. Because you can't say I'll be sending him money at the end of the month. So as long as you give him peace, everything he needs, you're his support system. I think it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you say that because you feel like that's what men want.
Yeah.
Okay. So peace and respect.
Yeah. Family.
Family.
Yeah.
Okay. So what about you? What are you going to give to him?
Oh my.
She'll be sending money.
No, I shall not be sending money. For them, I think they should know by now that Kenzie is a library of complications. You know, it's like if you have me, it's like having a golden retriever. It's like having a black cat. It's like having an inventor all at the same time. You know, 1 minute I'm this excited puppy. I'm everywhere. I'm so excited. I'm doing this. You'll find me in the kitchen. I'm baking. You'll find me. I'm the first person buying you gifts. If I just remembered, ooh, he looked at this tie. He remembered. He mentioned this and this. I'll be getting you that. And then the next minute, I don't even want to see your face because you pissed me off. I just want to be with my books. I just want to be with my things. It's like I don't even like you anymore. And then the next thing, I'm just out here, babe. There's something I want us to do, you know, because I just remembered something, a concept came in my mind and I'm like, ooh, come, I have an idea. And this is where you can help me with. That's why I was saying I needed somebody, at least we can have the same career paths or the same career visions. Because I get ideas out of nowhere. I need somebody to stimulate my brain. I need somebody who will realize I will calm down out of nowhere and look like I hate you. And then out of nowhere, I'll look like,
do you realize
all of excitement? I'm like this lover girl. You won't even. Some people say I'm bipolar. I trust you me. I'm saying it. I'm not bipolar. I'm saying this, emphasizing it. I am not bipolar. I'm just complicated in that way. So me thinking about what you're saying, the way that what am I bringing to the table?
Yeah,
I never think about that. I'm like, you like me.
Do you realize? You say that you want someone who is going to bring a lot of value. And I asked you, what are you going to bring him? And you still said what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
So
I'll never think about... No, I never think about what am I bringing to him. Because I don't know. You know, men, you don't know what they want. The same way a woman can come, as a man, you can come and say, oh, because Kenzie said that, I can show up with like $1 million and then she's cool with it. But there's something, I'll look at you and then you're like, nah, they won't tell you what, but there's something about you and I don't want you. That's why I'm saying, for me, I'll just tell you, this is who I am. Take it or leave it. I don't care if you think I'm bringing nothing to the table. I don't care if you think I'm adding millions of values to your life, but you chose me for a reason. I will never ask you why you chose me.
He did not choose you.
No, he chose me for a reason.
You met him.
Yeah.
He looks like a good potential partner. Now you have to give him reasons to choose you.
No, I will not.
You will not.
I will not. As you found me.
Do you think someone who is smart, because you say you want someone who is smart, do you think someone who is smart is going to accept a deal where he doesn't gain anything in return?
He'll work for it if he wants to. He'll work for it.
So he just invests.
But
nothing. Take me like an investment. You don't know what you're going into. This is a blind investment. So if you feel in the middle, you're like, oh, let's pull out. I'm like, okay, fine. If you feel like, oh, there's something that clicked, I'm like, okay. I'll never be the type of person where I'll give you reasons to like me. I won't be the type of person who will come and tell you, oh, this is A, B, C, D. This is why I'm better off. But nah. You'll find the same way you found me is the same way you leave me. And it's the same way somebody else will find me. Yeah, there's no difference.
What if you find a man, right? And then he's just there. He's not trying to be mature or be ambitious or nothing. He's just say that, just take me as I am. If you like me, you like me.
Exactly.
How are you going to take him?
If I do, there's something I found.
I'm asking, if you find a man, he's not trying to be ambitious. He's not trying to do something with his life. He's not trying to grow. He's just there saying, take me. If you love me, you know something you saw, whatever. Just take it or leave it. Are you going to take it?
Yeah, so why am I going?
Same as
he has posed a question where I was like, something that triggers my mind is that, I find it hot that somebody's ambitious, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I never saw you being ambitious, I'm like, oh, that's a friend. Fine, let's go on.
No, you see the way you explained yourself. You're just moving it to a man. What if he's just there? You just take me for who I am.
Yeah.
Can you accept
do you
him?
think, I'm getting it. Now you're the type of people who are like going on the first date. What do you do? What colors do you like? First of all, I hate dates. You know? I find people genetically. So let's say, for example, let's say the way we are here with Tony, right? Yeah. And then I like the type of people who are, this is going to sound so bad. This is going to sound so bad, but hear me out. Bear with me, please. Tony, when I say this, bear with me. Huh?
Yeah, it's okay.
I like people who are a little bit stocky.
What do you mean stocky?
Stocky, like, we met in a weird way, right? You'll find most people I meet up with, we never met in a business setting. We met in a very casual setting where I'm just my own element, right? You don't know what I do. You just know me. I'm Kenzie, right? Yeah. You met me just doing whatever I'm doing. I like the type of people who will stalk me, find out before they even ask me, what do you do? They've gone out their way. They go and they're like, oh, this is interesting because I realized, this is ABCD. This is the career path you've been taking. This is what you're doing. This is who you
are. What
do
you mean by stalking? Like he will go and ask about you from other people.
They go from other people. They go on socials. They go, yes.
Do you think someone who is driven, ambitious, mature, focus on his on growing his life and everything will have the time to stalk you?
Yes, because it has happened to me.
Can you date the man version of yourself?
Where is that person now?
I would.
Can you date the man version of yourself?
I hope the person I marry is the male version of me.
So you want a man that is going to come and say that I'm not bringing you any value, so you have to just take me.
No, you're giving me that facade. Now I'll have to go and search for it. I have to work for it.
Yeah, what if you search and you see really that there's no value?
Yeah, if I see clearly there's no value, I'm like, yeah, peace, we can be friends. It's okay.
Okay. So you know that there's no value because he's not providing. Maybe he's not going to be a provider. Maybe he's not going to be mature.
Of course, there are some things that won't align with whatever I want, yes.
Because that's what you want as a woman.
As Kenzie, not as a woman, as Kenzie.
Okay.
Emphasis.
Yeah, but that's what all women want.
Nah.
Isn't that what all men want?
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you mean what Kenzie wants is what you want?
Have you ever met a woman?
You're a different version.
Exactly. That's what I'm asking.
Okay, tell me. Have you ever met a woman that said that she does not want a provider? She wants a bum. Have you ever
No, I have. Those ones that say, we will make it when we're together because we have love. We shall grow.
Yeah, the key word is we will make it.
We shall grow. And no, wait, I'm not finished. And
Yeah.
even if all goes haywire, at least we're together. At least we'll survive
that's
together. Excuse you?
Yeah.
We love power me all the way to Mykonos. We love power me all the way to Tokyo. We love power me when I'm paying taxes.
So if you meet your man, right, and he's saying that, okay, so you have to take me as I am, and it's all about him, like, what you need to do this for me, you need to do this for me, you need to do this for me, and he never thinks about what he's going to do for you.
They can go for a submissive wife.
So, but you are saying
that's what you want.
your version.
No, I'm not expecting somebody to tell me that, come cook for me, come clean for me.
But that's what you're saying.
Nah, what I'm saying is,
come provide for me, come pay for my
but
hobby,
I'm bringing
come
nothing
treat
to
me
the
like I'm
table,
an empress, but I never think about what you want. That's what you're saying.
Wow, I think I'm dealing with different people here. When I expect somebody to approach me, that's my rule of thirds. If they wanted to, they would. If they wanted to, they would. That's what I always say.
If they wanted what?
No, if they wanted to, they would. That's in general. If they wanted anything, they would.
To provide.
Exactly.
Okay.
You want somebody who is financially independent to never ask me a question like that. Somebody who is comfortable with where they're at. What am I bringing to the table? They'll never ask me a question like that. Somebody who is comfortable with where they are at would never ask me like that. They'll just be like, Kenzie, right there, as you are. I don't care whatever, because that's what I'm hoping. As you are, I don't care I don't care the financial situation you're in. I don't care how maniatic you look. I do not care that you're just your own complicated self, but I want you because I want you. I'm like, okay.
Why would he want you?
He will know. He will figure it out on his own. I'm not here to tell him. Do you think I'll come and tell him, I'll come here because I have millions. I'll come here because I'll build your business.
Okay, understand. So you're saying someone who needs to love you, the person, The person that is going to love you will love you for no reason. That's what you're saying.
They'll
right?
take me as I am. They just saw me and their hearts zinged. Our souls clicked.
So the person needs to love you as you are with no condition.
Mm-hmm.
But for you to love the person, there are conditions.
No, okay. Where I'm saying, I'm even using Swahili here. Where I'm teaching you a new Kenyan word. Where, hey, I'm even bringing Marilyn Monroe here as a quote. Anthony.
Yeah.
Let us say, as a man, your wife is the ugliest person on the planet.
Yeah.
Yet your friends have the prettiest girls on the planet. Would it be the same when you're talking about your wife?
What does it have to do with the question I asked you?
No, I'm asking you this. Would it be the same?
Well, if I chose her, if she's my wife, that means I saw value in her.
No.
No matter
for me, this is how I
exactly.
see it.
That means I knew it.
Yeah.
For me, this is how I see. The same way you as a man, me being pretty helps you to flaunt me. Your man helps me to flaunt you. And I rest my case.
Oh.
Do you think you're the prettiest woman a rich man
of course
can get?
Not.
Exactly. So what
not.
else? If you don't count
of course
the pretty,
not. Now that's what I'm saying. If you chose me for a reason, why are you walking out with me? Because these days meant for me to count them that they want me for my brains.
But you're not giving them a reason to be with you.
They wanted me, that is the emphasis. If they wanted you, they would. So if somebody comes to me right now and says, Kenzie,
I want you.
And then I look at them and then I'm like, okay, you tick off the rest of my check boxes. I won't think twice. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Okay. So the person comes, the person needs to tick off all the
my
boxes.
check boxes, yeah.
But you don't need to tick any box.
No, I do not care. If you came and presented yourself, you presented yourself. Remember, as a gift, you presented yourself. I'm not presenting myself to you.
So you want a servant?
He's not my servant.
Because the servant
he's not my servant. He's like what I call.
Okay, how is it a fair transaction?
He's like my royal subject.
Okay, so
it's like my royal subject. No, that's the best way. It's like my royal subject that I love and adore, and I ensure they make the decisions with me.
But you love and adore because he has money.
It's like the queen and the king. Yes, the queen is the crowned ruler, but there's the king. They'll make decisions too, and if it's swapped, yes, that's what I want. You wanted me. I'm not presenting myself to you. I'm not applying for a job, Tony.
It's not a king. You want a king and a king. Because
remember I'm the supreme overlord. I want a king.
Exactly.
Yes.
But you want to be the king too.
No, supreme overlord.
No, because in a kingdom, the king is the one calling all the shots.
Yeah, he can be the king. I'm still the supreme overlord. You're still putting me over there.
No,
remember, you're not making decisions of the kingdom without me.
The only thing Kenzie wants is a provider. Someone who will look after her needs.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need a husband or a person to stay with. You don't want marriage.
I want it in a different aspect. I'm thinking it as a business investment.
Yeah. Someone you can use.
Yeah.
She wants.
Because that's what you need.
I will give the respect to you. I'm not using my hammer to
I don't see how you can say with someone in the same house, today I just wake up, I don't feel like talking to you. Yeah. I don't feel like looking at you. You should just...
No, I will. Oh, I have such moments,
So everyone should have his
Even my mom has seen it. Even my mom has seen it.
So for you in your relationship, it's all about you and your needs.
Yeah.
No, he matters as well. I'm not cruel.
But you don't want to know what he wants. That's what you said.
Who told you? If they wanted to, they would. Tony, do you think right now if I liked somebody, I wouldn't know their interest from top to bottom? If I liked this person, I wouldn't know what this person likes to eat, what this person likes to drink, what they hate, what they love. I would. Every single moment, I'll anticipate your next move.
You're contradicting yourself.
But I've not finished. But I expect you to do the exact same thing. Copy and paste. Remember, we are the same person. We are the same soul. We are the same individual. We are thinking as one.
But if he brings the food, you cook. There you are working together.
And if I cook, he cleans.
Okay, that's very funny because
he provides and cleans, but you cook. He provides, you cook, but he cleans.
Won't there be a moment where I also go shopping and then he cooks? So you mean your man won't ever enter the kitchen? He won't even know where the pots and pans are?
He'll enter if he wants.
No,
to.
if he
wants to help,
he'll never know where not if he wants to help. You have not married a house help. You have not married any sort of maid.
But have you married
or every sort of butler the same way?
Yeah.
If I go into that kitchen, Tony, I expect you to be following suit behind me. Because guess what? If the dishes are piled over there, I'm not expecting that I'm cooking, cleaning, serving you, taking that plate again, going again, getting you water. And then by the time you're in bed snoring, I'm still cleaning in the kitchen.
So you don't want a leader?
No, I want a working machine. Eh? We are together. We are together.
If I move,
you move.
But
if
are
you
you
move,
really
I
together?
move.
Are you really
if I
together?
step on the black tile, I don't want you to step on the white. No, we are stepping together, thinking as one. You see? Like a
puppet. That's what puppet does.
That's
what puppet do.
Like what? You're making this so bad. You're making this sound so bad, but not like a puppet. I expect you to anticipate me and for me to anticipate you. I don't want us to be in different
but you
aspects.
are different.
No, we are not. For me, my husband is me and I am him.
Okay, wait.
We are reflections of each other.
Let's communicate.
Mm-hmm.
Right? How can you be the same when he's older than you? When he's more mature than you?
He's my soulmate. That's what soulmates are.
Use a logical argument.
Yeah, exactly.
He's older than you. He's more mature than you. He's smarter than you. How can you expect to be one with someone like that who is clearly different from you?
No,
because if you want someone, if you can be one with someone who is exactly like you.
The same age.
Exactly. Same age, same competence, same everything. That's easy
you
to
think
be one.
The same.
Exactly. You think
let's
the same.
Cook, let's wash, let's clean,
cook, let's provide together, right? But if you want someone who is completely different, how can you expect to be like?
Oh wow! I think I'll just stop and get my Korean man and say, "Thank heavens, thank heavens." And thank heavens that I'm not even getting one of you African men. I'm looking at you. None of you. Hey, these people.
Are you sure that Korean man can?
Exactly. He will. He will. He will.
He will
be
wash.
my opa. He will wash. He will help me clean. He will help me cook because I was dying of a cold and he decided my babe cannot be like this. He'll go and make me soup and bring it to me. He will go with me in the kitchen and be like, you know what? Today we are barbecuing and you're going to make the salads, correct?
Let's
go.
Well.
If we are going shopping, we are together. Because he's there.
And he's paying for everything.
He's painting your nails. He's doing everything. Why providing? Why building an empire?
Why are you
being ambitious?
Why are you being so extra? So we are both being extra here. We are pushing. I'm pushing the whole narrative of being submissive, and you two are pushing the whole narrative of being 50-50.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
I was also not saying that about being submissive, but okay. I've said my piece for the third time on this show. For the third time on this show, and I'm going to say it for the last time. If you are not going to come to me, I'm not bringing myself to you. Never expect that. From me, never. I'd rather stay alone in a huge abandoned house with 40 cats and maybe adopted kids.
I think that's the kind of life she wants.
Present yourself to me. Present yourself to me. We will work together from there. Don't expect me to present to you. What do I look like? I'm applying for a secretarial job.
Okay, so basically it's like someone going to the bank and saying, you have all the money, I want to borrow from you, but you have to do as I want.
No, it's like going to the bank.
You have to follow my lead. No. You have to do.
But the money is yours.
No, it's like going to the bank and saying, you have the money.
Yeah.
And now you're going to give it to me peacefully.
No, why are you changing your tone?
Peacefully.
Why are you changing?
You're going to give it to
when
me
you go,
peacefully.
When you go to the bank, are you deciding on your terms or do you follow the terms of the bank?
The customer is always right.
When you go to the bank. No, wait. When you go to the bank to borrow, right? Because that's what we say, but let's look at action. Let's look at facts, right? When you go to the bank to borrow, you go there because you know there are not a lot of people who can borrow you money, right? So are you following the terms of the bank or do you go and impose your own terms on the bank?
Now, I don't want to go to the bank and borrow.
You don't want?
No.
So
I want somebody to walk out of that bank and say, here you go.
Okay. So you want someone. So basically, you want someone who is going to be a leader, smart, everything, right? And you are very aware that someone that is like that has a lot of options, right?
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of men who check all these boxes,
exactly,
right? Yeah. So that man that has like hundreds or tens of options, and he will leave all these women to pick you for no reason.
Without me explaining myself.
Okay. How likely do you think it is?
I don't care. In my delusional world, 100%.
Okay. In your delusional world. Okay.
Like when I look at future Kenzie, 100%. I don't have to struggle for my love. I don't want to.
You have 1% chance of getting a man.
1%. I don't think that's even a man. Because you said that you want someone who is smart, but why will someone who is smart accept a deal where he's clearly on the
because he
end?
saw me and he was like, yes.
No, give a logical reason.
No, that's my logical reason.
To be smart, you need to be able to think logically.
I don't want to know why you chose me. What matters is you did not choose she, you chose me 100%. And even if you chose me, no matter how stubborn I am, no matter how judgmental I get, no matter how hateful I may get sometimes, you will still be there. You see? No matter how many stupid decisions I make with the bag of money you gave me, you're still going to be there. And even if you make a mistake, you'll still allow me to come and tell you, you know what? For once, I have something nice to say. Here it is. And you'll accept my nice things. That is what I want. Else, stay away, please. Please. Because the rest of you are viruses. But could never be you. Could never be you. Tony is not a virus.
I want to never be a submissive woman, so I guess I'm a virus.
Tony,
I'm part of the virus because I don't want.
Tony hasn't been mean to me yet, so he's not a virus. The rest of you, though, viruses. Viruses.
So for you, Shee, so what do you think? Why do you feel like it is not? How can I explain it? Why do you feel like it is not realistic to think that way? Like
the way she's thinking.
Yeah, because you said that there's what, like 1% chance or less to have such a man. So why do you think that?
Because if a man may choose to go with her the way she is, I think that man has a wife somewhere. He's getting all the things he wants. Now to you, he's just coming because of maybe fun or company. Maybe he just likes your company or something. Because a man can't stay with you while he's not getting anything. He's just providing, he's just putting all his efforts to you while he's getting nothing. That's like putting a job while it's giving you nothing, but you're still providing for it. You're still putting your money on it, but it doesn't have any profit to you. There's no need for it to be there. So I don't think a man can put all that effort to a woman. You're not providing, you're not doing anything, you don't want to have kids. That I'm sure of. You don't want to have kids.
I've seen enough videos to make me scared.
I'm sure of it. She doesn't want to have kids. So you're just there. You're at home making decisions, using my money. No.
By then, both of our careers would have skyrocketed. Now we have enough time to enjoy us. If we want to go to Mykonos, let's go.
Well,
if we want to go
to
Bora Bora, let's go. No, I'm speaking directly to the person. You see the person who is right there in that camera or in that camera right there on YouTube. Yeah? At that time, your career is kicked off. Now you're ready to lay back. The same way right now, I'm busting my ass off to kick off that career and say, yes, now my bucket list is bucketed. Now all that's left is to enjoy everything. Yes, you have money. Yes, I may have a little bit. Your money looks better, and that's okay. Let's go to Mykonos together. Don't listen to her. Don't listen to her. Let's go to Mykonos. Let's go to Bora Bora. Let's go to Capri. Let's go to Tokyo. Let me buy all the plushies I want. Let me enjoy it all. And then we can stand there and overlook Mount Fuji and say, we are happy, we're comfortable, and life's just amazing.
How can you be we are happy when you don't even know what he wants?
No, because he's like me. I'm thinking, that's what I'm hoping. But please, my husband, I hope you are the second version of me.
If he's like you, he's not providing them.
Exactly.
Because you don't want your money to be used. You're just using his money.
Not the whole financial thingy. I'm saying thinking-wise. I'm like, I hope he's like me because maybe that's why I want somebody older. You struggled in your 20s. You've made it now in your 30s. Now you have time to enjoy.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's like you in the sense that it's all about him and not about you.
No, you're not getting it. I'm saying, you know why I'm comfortable with enjoying his money?
Why?
I'm thinking in my way. Yeah. I'm struggling right now. I'm not having what I need right now because I want to enjoy it right there in beyond my 30s. So that's why I want somebody, beyond their 30s, right? Who has already passed through this the same way I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then now they're like, oh, as she's struggling, at least she's struggling with a Louis Vuitton bag at hand, you know? At least she's crying while sipping a mocktail in a beach somewhere, you know?
So you don't want to serve your man, but you want your man to serve you.
Yeah.
But if your man wakes up one day and he's like, I don't feel like talking to her.
It's okay.
The way you wake up and you're like, I don't want to see him. You just find
no.
You have your reasons.
You have to take something different because what the man want and what she wants are different. So if your man wakes up and say that this week I don't feel like providing for you, I don't feel like listening to you, I'll just ignore you. Yeah, and he does that. You don't know when he's going to do that. You don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. Go. Do you think he's giving me like money right now and then I'm spending it all like a fool? It's okay. Go.
You're just saving his money.
Yeah, I had it stashed somewhere.
Future use.
So even if you don't using the money he gave you.
Yeah, so even if you're not talking to me. So even if you don't talk to me, perhaps your money I invested it somewhere in an offshore account in Belize.
Okay, what if he wakes up and say that, okay, I want you to check these boxes?
It's okay. If I don't, we come to a decision. Do I walk? Or what?
So if you...
I'm very flexible, by the way. That's why the whole aspect of divorcing I'm very comfortable with. If we meet a point where we are like, things don't align and we need to go our separate ways, let's do it civilly. Do not come here and flaunt me with another girl somewhere because she will fit somewhere very small. She'll fit somewhere. I'm not going to expose myself, but she'll fit somewhere very small. So I just want you to come explain your reasons. This is why we need to end it. And valid crash out, I'll let you go. Valid crash out. Leave then.
Okay. He's finally free.
Yeah. Bye.
From the Empress.
Yeah, bye. Bye.
I used you, so now bye.
Bye. At least I never used all the money and ate it somewhere. At least I was smart enough to use your money and put it somewhere.
What is the difference between a husband and a tool for you?
For me, like I said, I don't know what your tool is. Your whatever.
A tool is something that you use.
No, for me, you're saying my husband is a tool. So,
do you think?
Yeah, you take it when you want to use it, but you don't when you don't need it. You just put it somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Go on with your life.
Okay.
Please. So, I want us to be together, but please also act independently. Do not just get stuck and be the type of person. Oh yeah, I cannot do this. And then now I'll do this and then A, B, C, D. Now, please come to me. Tell me this is why I wanted with your chest, with your whole chest. Don't turn me around. Come, stand at my face and tell me with your whole chest. Kenzie, this is why I'm making this decision. Please let me finish before you give your objections. And then we sit down and then we talk. And then I'm like, no, now this is my objection. This is why I want you to take a different route. And if he doesn't agree, we go back to the drawing board. We debate. And then we come back to a final standing, like a parliament, you know. Our relationship is like a parliament. It's like a business. You're there with board of directors. We're like a parliament, you know, like a
so
whole
you sit down and have an agreement.
Yeah, you sit down and have an agreement.
But you'll be the one making the final decision.
No, I'm not saying that. There's no one person making a decision. We are all coming in with option A, option B, 50, compromising. 50, yeah, that's what I'm saying. We are talking in 50-50.
But he doesn't have...
Is it fair to say that to have an agreement, you need to negotiate?
Yeah, you do.
And when you negotiate, you use your bargaining power, right? So if I negotiate with she, I will tell her, this is what I have, what I can give. This is what and she will tell me, this is what I have, what I can give. Then I will only concede according to what I see I can get. And she will only concede according to what she sees she can get. Right? So it's like a battle of value. Right? So when you say that you debate with your husband, what are you going to use as bargaining chip? Because she said, for example, that she's going to use the peace that she's going to give, the respect that she's going to give, that she knows he wants to be able to get what she wants, right? So what are you going to use to be able to get what you want?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to give you the whole excuse. When it comes like to dissolving the whole thing, if you came to me, like let's say how she, or even you're asking if one day he decides to just walk out, expect you not to just...
I'm not talking about walk out. I'm saying, you said that everything needs to be debated.
not everything. If he has come to a decision and in my mind, I'm not comfortable with that, I want us to sit down.
Yeah,
of course, there's something you'll come to me and then I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And then there's something I'll bring to you and then you're like, oh yeah, sure. But there's something.
No. For your sure to count, you need to have a bargaining chip. When you negotiate with someone who is selling you something, it's because the person has something you want.
And you have money.
Something, exactly. Yeah. You have the money that the person wants.
He wants the money, you want the thing she's
so we already know what he has that you want. The money, whatever, right? What do you have that he wants? Give me a logical reason, please.
I'm not.
So you don't have anything logical?
No, I do, but I'm not. That's why I'm saying he loved me as I am.
But you don't love him as he is.
No, I'm already telling you what I want. Because if I say it, it's been used against me so much, I am never saying it again. So I'm keeping it to me. I'm never going to tell anybody else, this is what I'm giving you. This is what I'm providing for you. This is what Kenzie brings to the table. But that's how
negotiations work.
That Kenzie is staying inside. You'll have to battle your way through every single thing, find it out, keep quiet, and then you're like, yes, this is why I want you.
If you go to the market and you say that, I want this, but you have to battle to figure out how much money I have to pay.
No, sometimes you go to the market knowing clearly what you want. You go and then you sit and then you're like, oh yeah, I've been seeing this all around.
So you
negotiate. Looks nice.
When you negotiate, you say that I can pay this. The person saying no, pay this, right? To get what the person is saying, right? You cannot go to negotiate and say that you have to figure out what I have. It doesn't make sense.
So this negotiation is at the beginning, at the start of everything.
Because you're saying that you are going to have negotiations in your relationship, right? So what I want to understand is, what do you have? What is your bargaining chip in the negotiation?
It depends on the moment, Tony. If you're coming to me, if what we are bargaining on right now, if what we are debating on right now includes the finances, right? Of course, maybe he's way richer than I am by a far.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm saying this is an example. Yeah. I'm saying, let's say, for example, the cause of our predicament at the moment, why we are discussing this, why we are at a stamp right now, why we are talking, is because you are making a decision, let's say, for example, involves money, right? What I'm expecting you to realize is, yes, you're the owner of the money, right? I get it. But we are in this together. Your decision will affect us both, right? So you come to me and then you tell me, let's say, for example, oh, Kenzie, out of nowhere, we just need a Maybach. Yes, I have the money to buy a Maybach. And then I'm like, why do you need it? And then let's say, for example, you have like 40 extra cars. I come and gain with that.
Why should he listen to you? That's what I'm saying. Because
he trusts my judgment.
No.
That is why he's listening to me.
But trust is earned, right? She gave an example of, this is what I'm going to give to him so that he's going to take me seriously.
Yeah.
So what are you going to give to him so that he takes you seriously?
No, you're expecting me to say, oh, I'll give him my creativity. I'll give him my peace. I will give him my support. I will give him my literal life. I will be with him every single day.
Let's take support. Is your support truly support when you say that you will love him as long as he has money? That's not support.
No, I never said I love him as long as he has money.
So if you had money, you'll still be there.
No, if you had money, how are you going to get broke? If you go broke today, I expect you to be brainy enough to try and figure it out how we are going to make it. And then if you're stumped, ask. That's why I said way in the beginning, ask when you know when to ask for help, ask for it. You know?
What if he's broke, right? And he's not making it? Like you are together 2, 3, 5 and it doesn't look like he's going to.
I don't expect you to just be the type of person you're saying you're not making it without effort. If you are making effort, if you are making effort and you are not, it's not working out, I expect you now to allow me to help you.
Yeah, and you know? Yeah.
Like I said, of course, I'm coming in there. I've already built my career. In the beginning, I said my emphasis is the whole career because everybody will just focus on the superficial part of Kenzie and be like, oh yeah, she only wants money. Remember, I'm the type of person who has studied for a while and still has studying ambitions. She's not done yet. I'm coming in there with brains. I'm coming in there with strategy. I'm coming in there with everything that I've got. So if you are stumped, what I'm expecting you is to please put your ego on the floor and bury it and allow me to help you.
So you can support him.
Exactly. So because I have enjoyed your money.
How long are you going to support him?
No, I expect
what if
now.
he becomes broke, right? And he never makes it.
Like now he he depends on you.
Yeah, like he depends
on you.
Now
he depends on you.
Yeah.
You see that money he gave me in the beginning? That's why I said, I'm going to put it in an offshore account. I'm not using all your money. Please. I already know where I want the money to go to. Presently, as I am, I already know where I want your money to go to. I haven't even met you yet. But I'm the type of person who extra plans. I see disasters before they even happen. I just hope for disasters. So let's say Anthony has just decided today, we're going to Mykonos, right? Kenzie, here is the money. How much did you need? 100,000. Okay, fine. I'm not the type of person who will now go and ensure that whole 100,000. It has gone into that vacation. Like clearly the whole thing to the T has gone to that vacation. Maybe I'll go. Yes, we have gone to Mykonos. We'll travel. You won't know how much money I've spent. You don't know where the rest of the money has gone to. That is why I was saying he has given me the money, right? The rest of the money, you don't know what I've done with it. You don't know if you have spent it. Kenzie has already planned for it. Kenzie plans for disaster. Kenzie sees disaster even if disaster is not happening. So if that situation reaches there where he is zero.
Let's say you meet him, right? He's rich. You stay together for 1 year. Then he gets broke. Are you going to use that money for the next 10 years?
No, it has already been invested, right? What you needed, what I'm saying, that money put aside, right?
Yeah.
In case Tony decides to go broke.
You know that money can be like 500K, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. Let's say, for example, whatever you needed at the beginning. These people, they normally come and tell you, let's say, for example, you come and then you give me your life story one day when we're just talking, we're talking about our careers, and then you just mention, when I started my business initially, it was hard and all I needed to kickstart it at the moment was like 200 G's. And then I'm listening to you. These are the things I normally keep in mind, right? So let's say, for example, you end up and then you're broke. Yeah, like all your money is gone completely. You don't know what to do next. Tony, what I'm expecting you have tried, right? It's not working out, right?
Yeah.
Tell me, how is it not working out? Because you have been here before.
Yeah.
You already made it before. This is not a new venture for you. You already made it before.
Yeah.
So how are you stuck? If I cannot help you personally, I swear I'll outsource a way to help you out, but I will.
What if you don't find out?
I'm expecting you to follow what I said.
What if the person follows? Basically, okay. What I'm trying to understand is, what if you meet someone, the person has money, then after maybe 1 year, the person is broke, and the person is broke for the next 20 years or 50 years. Are you going to stay with that person for the 50 years and provide for the person?
Yes.
So you can be a supportive wife.
Because there's something, he will make it again. I do not care.
I said clearly that he's not going to make it.
No, he will.
He's going. No,
he will. Even
you
if
are no longer in my scenario.
Even if
it's not your scenario.
No, in mine he is. Even if Tony's scenario jumps into mine, he will make it. Because he was there before. That's why I expect you to be
But you can be a supportive wife. Yes. You can be there for your husband no matter how many years it takes for him to be.
Okay.
Even if we are stamped, I swear people will say that, yes, she's superficial, she used all your money, but I'm still there. That's why I'm saying if he wanted to, he would. But he'll figure it out along the way that this girl will be with me. He'll figure along the way this girl will be the type of person who will do a contingency plan.
So basically you're going to be still there as long as you know that he can make money later.
Yeah, and I will be the person to help him charge it back up.
Because if he gets broke and then he loses his drive, you're going to stay?
No. Wait, he won't lose his drive. While I'm there.
What if he loses?
No, while I'm there. He won't. I will make sure he will never lose his drive. While I'm still around.
Do you even know what drives men?
You will never. Your fire shall always burn when I'm there. Your passions, your careers will always succeed while I'm there. I'm like your good luck charm. Let's just say that. Yeah. I will ensure that it all works out for you. The same way you ensure that it worked out for me. I won't just abandon you. Like I said, I'm not cruel.
You're not going to abandon.
No, I'm not
as
cruel.
Long as the person has the drive.
No, I'll make sure you have the drive.
As long as the person has the drive.
No, it's not like
because
as long as you
control a human being.
You will. No, you can.
Okay, you had relationship that did not work out in the past, right?
Yeah, I walked out. I got bored.
You are not.
Why did you make that person be the person that you wanted to?
No, because they never ticked my boxes right now.
Exactly.
So I walked away.
So
I'm like, no.
You cannot make someone tick your box, right?
No, I'm like, go, bye.
So you cannot control someone. Bored.
No, for that case, for a situation like that, you can.
You can.
You can.
Okay, you're very powerful.
You can. It's Pavlov conditioning. I am do not underestimate. When I say do not underestimate me.
Yeah. Okay.
Do not underestimate me.
That was very interesting.
Yeah.
So what okay, so now I want okay, so she,
Yeah.
what advice can you give her? And you, Kenzie, what advice can you give?
Oh, wow. And we'll never
for the
listen to each
future.
other. We will
So,
never listen to
tell
each
me,
other. Okay.
She.
Tell me.
It's not just about you, it's
Yeah.
about also the people.
Yeah, the
General.
viewers out there.
Yeah.
For people thinking like Kenzie, you should change your mindset.
But what do they gain if they change the mindset? What do they have to lose if they keep the mindset?
As I said,
Yeah.
I don't think Kenzie has a higher percentage of getting a man who fits whatever she wants.
Yeah.
That's impossible. Because no man can settle to that. You just
Unless he's stupid, but you don't want a stupid man.
You're not stupid.
Yeah.
You are not.
If you're smart, you're not going to
and
accept
that man
that.
is younger than you or of your same age.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. So there's no man out there for you. I'm very sorry for saying that. There's no man out there for you or for people thinking like the way you think. But I think you should just change your mindset. Because if you need a man to provide for you, you should be there for him not even to provide, but in some other ways. You can be there to support him. Not provide like financially but a home, be his support system, be his friend, be his peace. Yeah. Those are the things I think any man can settle for. Yeah.
Okay.
And
now I'm looking on this side.
What would you advise she?
I'm looking on that side. No shade to anybody who is thinking like she. Love sick puppies. Whatever floats your Titanic.
Is it really love sick puppies? Is realistic?
No.
That's life.
No, I'm going to label them as love sick puppies, the coquette girlies out there, the submissive wives out there. No shade to you. No absolute shade to you, but I am going to strive to be a Dubai housewife for the rest of my life. Yeah? He will be there, and I do not. Okay, it's
one
okay.
of the Dubai housewives. Because people, they tend to.
No, when I say Dubai housewives, I'm not saying I'm marrying an
Dubai
Emirati
people,
man.
Yeah.
No, we can move.
These Emirati people,
I don't have to marry the Emirati man. I can move to
okay.
or just have the lifestyle of the Dubai wife elsewhere. You know. But what I'm saying is, I'm never going to be, and I know there are some people out there who are like that. I will never tell you what I bring to the table. You just wanted me, and so that I fit in your life like a puzzle piece. Good.
You know,
now you see, wait, I have to say my piece, Tony.
Okay,
I have to say my piece because Tony's about to throw rocks at me right now.
I just wanted to ask a question.
No, he's about to throw rocks at me like he did last time. But what I'm saying is, it's not like I hate love. It's not like I hate her concept. It's that I know I will get tired of it. You know, I will get exhausted, and it will take literally everything in me to
give peace.
Not to give peace, to survive it. You know, her peace, to survive the whole ordeal of being a submissive wife. You know, her peace is different from my peace, is different from your peace. The peace that man A may need.
I don't think her peace is different from mine.
No, my peace is different. I'll give you peace in a different way. But her peace is different. When you say you want a friend, right?
Yeah.
I want a husband. I want a partner. I want a business partner. These are all the things
provider.
I want. I want a provider at the same time. Yet I want somebody who treats me like an equal. You're contradicting, but you're still everything that I need. You know? That's why I'm saying I really hope the person that I meet to be my future partner is literally a reflection of who I am. Because there's a lot I normally keep bottled. I think we talked about this the first time we met. There's this Kenzie that's normally in a cage, and you'll never unlock that Kenzie. You have to work your way through it to unlock her. I'll never present her to you. I'll never do the way she's doing, because I won't wear my heart on my sleeve, you know. I'll just be superficial as I am. If you love the superficial version that I'm giving you, I swear that means
But I love
you
your
love
honesty,
whatever is in, you know.
I love, because there are a lot of women that they will see a man and they will feel like this man can be a good partner for me. Then they will fake the personality. They will pretend to be submissive. They will pretend to be nice when they are not. Yeah. At least you are honest.
Yeah, I'm telling you straight up. There's a day I will just hate your guts, and I'll come back and tell you, oh, yeah, this is why. Maybe somebody pissed me off and I was taking out on you. There are some days I will love you until you get sick of me. I'm like a golden retriever. And then there are some days it's like you married a mad scientist, you know? You're confused who your wife is. 1 minute she's in the kitchen doing something, so it's like I'm working in a lab or something. You know, you have different versions of me. It's like having a bipolar person, but I'm not bipolar. Emphasis, I am not bipolar. So whoever is out there, even if she is saying that I won't get them, love the superficial me that I'm showing you. I'm just opening the curtain halfway through. If you love the superficial version of me, then you deserve to have whatever is caged inside. But I will not.
What if what is caged inside
it's worse?
No.
I
am giving you the monster as it is. I am giving you the monster as it is. So if you love the monster, you will love the cute puppy that's inside the monster's heart. You know? So I'm presenting the worst to you. If you do not question the worst and take it as it is, then you deserve to have the safe open and keep it given whatever is left inside.
Okay. That was very interesting. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your very spicy opinions.
Of course, as
Thank
always.
you, Shee.
Welcome.
It was a pleasure to host you for the first time. So
Thank you.
hopefully we will have other episodes.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I hope you guys have been entertained as much as I did. And also, I've learned that there are very different types of women. I didn't know they could be that. Like someone could be whatever. But thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.